Hello, hello. Welcome to Reading Time. My name's Time, and this week we're reading The Gruffalo by Julia Donaldson. Let's get to reading. The Gruffalo is a children's picture book about a clever mouse who comes across a few predators as he's walking through the woods. And each time he meets one of these predators, he ends up scaring them off with stories of a made-up creature called the Gruffalo. Soon enough, though, he finds out that the Gruffalo really does exist. The mouse then has to use his cleverness and wits to ensure that the Gruffalo doesn't eat him as well. I am giving this book a 5-star rating. It is a wonderfully delightful story. It's really funny, and it has some other qualities that just make it a really good option for a children's picture book. For one thing, it has a consistent rhyme scheme, and so it makes it easier for younger readers to kind of memorize parts of the story and then read along after multiple reads through, or even potentially as they read the first time through, because there is also repetition of certain phrases. The only content that I would say there is a natural prey versus predator sort of cycle. The mouse is prey for all of the other animals he meets in the book, and he is not eaten by any of them, but there is that hint of them wanting to eat him, so there's some intended violence, but no actual violence in the book. Reading level wise, I would put this at a kindergarten through 2nd grade reading level. It's definitely intended for those lower elementary school grades. However, I do think younger kids would enjoy it as well for the reasons I mentioned earlier, with rhyme and repetition and just a fun story. And potentially you could use it in older grades as well, but I do think it is really best suited for those early elementary school years. One big thing that I think could be taught with this book is inferences, or also making predictions. There's a consistency to each stage of the story and a repetition of what the mouse says and how he interacts with the different animals. And so it might be easy for students to make predictions about what's going to happen. You could also have students make inferences once the mouse meets the Gruffalo and is traveling back through the forest. You could also have students make inferences once the mouse meets the Gruffalo and is traveling back through the forest to determine why all of the animals are suddenly afraid and running away. Why do they think that the animals are afraid and hiding? And why does the Gruffalo run away at the end of the book? Overall, this really is a fantastic book, fantastic story, and I would highly recommend reading it. The poster square for this week is right here, and we have an image of the Gruffalo. Let me know what you think of the Gruffalo in the comments below, and if you have any other book recommendations. If you are not already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I post weekly videos of book reviews, mostly focusing on the 100 Kids books right now. However, if you have any other suggestions for content you would be interested in that is book related, feel free to also comment that as well. You can also follow me on Facebook or Instagram for updates about what I'm reading. And as always, I hope that you have a marvelous week and a wonderful read.